Hey folks, welcome back. The Queen stage of the Tour de France Femmes, and quite a stage it's going to be too. So we end on a huge climb up to Col de Madeleine, and this will be a big part of deciding who will wear the yellow jersey, which is what I'm drawing right now, at the end of the race. It's kind of feel like it's anybody's guess at this point, but I know who thinks they'll be in it. Well, maybe not. It is interesting that she interview. This is Kim LaCourte, and she seemed to be deflecting focus on her for today's stage, and saying that it was more going to be her teammate, but she's the one with the 1 on her jersey. And if you don't know, that usually indicates that's who the team is behind. That's the leader of the team. There are, in the women's race, the Tour de France Femmes, there are 7 people per team. So, as I say, generally speaking, the team leader, and the team leader is also usually the general classification intended anyway, if not the person who's actually leading, it's still off who's intended to be the leader. Now, that being said, sometimes that number is given out more as an honor, as it was in the men's race, the Tour de France. In Ineos Grenadiers, they actually had Geraint Thomas wearing the number 1 jersey, and I think that was mainly because it was his last Tour de France, so it was to honor all of his years, and he is a 1-time Tour de France winner as well, so I think it was sort of an honor to give him that number. Because they were definitely, now I'm forgetting his name. The tour only ended, a week ago? And I'm already forgetting everybody I saw competing. Pathetic. But that's because I've been concentrating on this race. Also notice that I have gotten a bit long-winded, so I apologize for the length of previous videos. We'll see if I can do better today. No promises. So, LaCourte has dropped back to talk to her team car. They are in the valley between the first climb, which came just right at the very start. That's why this one is called right from the start. This breakaway formed. LaCourte, of course, is not in that breakaway, but is in the group of favorites. Although that being said, she herself seemed to go after a number of breaks. And of course, when anybody looked around and found her behind them, they were like, oh, well, I guess that's not going today. I am curious what they're talking about here back at the team car, because they do have radios, but of course those can be very hard to hear on. So sometimes it's just easier, particularly when it's not full-on racing yet. Call this Any Advice? So she's just dropped by it back to have a little chat as there's a lull in the action. So I'm really curious, as is everyone, whether she'll still have this yellow jersey at the end of the day. And if she doesn't, will she have passed it to her teammate? Or will it have gone to one of the other tour hopefuls? When asked about it, Iwi Adoma, who was the defending champion, when she was asked, what's going to happen, she said, well, particularly she was asked who she fears. Of course, she said she feared no one, and not, I'm sure there are people she's going to watch and worried who may be able to take the jersey. But her point was the Col de Madeleine will have its own say. It'll come down to who's got the legs, and any amount of bravado doesn't really matter if you can't back it up with the legs. And of course, they're referring to their, when they say their legs, their form, how well they'll climb. I mean, that really is the determining factor, right? You can have all the confidence in the world, but if you can't go with the attacks, then it's just that, bravado. So I'm just looking at the demarcations on the team car. And this is, every team has 2 team cars. Their order is determined by their best place rider. So the yellow jersey always has her team car quite close by. See, I forgot some red. I'm actually a little curious because the car in front of them and I would love to hear the sponsorship negotiations that got this. So EF Education, Oatly for the women, Easy Post for the men, have always used pink well, not always, but for quite some time now, have made pink their team color. And they managed to get Cadillac as a sponsor. So first off, naturally, they're driving pink Cadillacs. Think Aretha Franklin. So I'm wondering how that deal came about. Was it, hey, we need a car sponsor. Our color is pink. The phrase pink Cadillac is huge. Let's go see if they want to sponsor. Or did it go the other way? Did Cadillac go, hey, there's that great song, Pink Cadillac, and one of the teams wears pink. Let's go see if they want to partner up. Anybody know? Bueller? Sorry. Not obscure movie reference from the 80s. So there's a little too much water. In my darker blue of the AG Insurance car. I have noticed the videos have gotten rather long. I think I said that already. So I'm hoping that I will be able to get done this one done more quickly. I was debating just painting and then talking about what I did afterwards, but that doesn't strike me as any fun. And not particularly quick either. And remember, I started this process back in July 5th. Today is August 2nd. So I've been doing this for a while. Thank you all I know some of you have been along for the entire ride. I truly appreciate that. Looking at you, Larry, and you, Spin Art, Jennifer, I think. And I have appreciated all the kind and inquisitive comments. I hope you all will leave yours as well. Of course, you will see this after this stage plays out, but so who do you all think is going to win? I know who I want to win. And that's a rider I've been painting since the World Championships. So actually, starting to get pretty close on this one. So there's one more stage. So that means one more video that I'll be posting. Is there anything I haven't addressed yet that you would like me to? Last chance to leave a comment. Well, that's not true. Plenty of chances to leave comments. Last chance for me to be able to respond in an ensuing video to your comment. And also, of course, a reminder that all of this work is for sale. Thrilled that finally now one, and only one, I might add, of the paintings of the women have sold. And also last night, not only that sold, but another of the painting of the men's race. So you can, of course, go back and you can see all the stuff at my cycling blog, theartofcycling.blogspot.com. I do try to put, there's a link on every piece of work there. And I also try to notate when a piece is sold, just so you're not going, oh, I really want that one. Oh, shucks, it's sold. So you can go straight to my website, though, and browse if you'd rather. And that's gregleach.com, where you can hit that barcode if you're watching on a nice big TV and got your phone by you. And again, I'd love to hear what you all have to say. And if you're not subscribed, please do, because when the race is over, I go back to my studio and start working there. So thank you all so much for watching. And here, I'll do this again, just because it's hard to see. There we go. All right, thank you all so much.